International Student Ambassador. I am from Africa, specifically from Nigeria. I want to appreciate everyone for coming, and I will say the passion behind the organization of this event. We from Africa came to Estonia majorly to study, and we realized that we have to integrate into the system and to the way things are done here. And I realized that for us to do that successfully and easily, we also had to kind of like tell you our own culture, about our culture and how we do things also, which means that it will give the opportunity to know who we are, and then we also can find it more easier to know who whoever is representing any country in this Estonia is. So that is one of the major reasons why this event is put into place. We all know that the social media has advertised Africa as, for example, maybe some kind of people that live like this and with arrow and everything. Like maybe that is the way we are in Africa. And I realized that we actually have this kind of way of trying to know what is in the Western world. So we are keen to know things about the Western world. That's why you see us going to different places in the world. But we realize that majority of people don't personally want to know much about Africa, because I don't know the reason, but from the question I asked, some people were like, okay, what do they actually want to gain? I mean, knowing about Africa. But we are here, we have to let people know who we are, because the social media has actually painted us in the wrong way. So we can only tell our own story by ourselves in the right manner. So that is one of the major reasons why this event is being organized. Before I leave, I want to give somebody a gift. And I want to ask the fastest person that will answer. Who can tell me how many countries we have in Africa?
54.
Can you clap for him? So see me after for your gift. Okay, thank you very much, and the event can start.
Thank you, Hector, for the speech, and we still have more prizes. So I think for those who haven't yet changed, you'll have a change later. So the prizes, we have this free entrance coupon to the University of Toronto Academic Sports Club.
Just to help you, get an idea of the size of Africa, I have put this map here. You see, the USA can fit in Africa, and China can fit, India can fit, Eastern Europe can fit. So that means this continent is vast. I live in Thailand. Someone asked me, do you know someone from Ghana? And I come from Kenya. Okay, this is not a small city, this is a continent. If I'm flying from Kenya to Ghana, I will spend 4 hours flying, so it's really huge. So I talked a bit about the languages spoken in Africa. So these are the native languages. We have the native languages. The biggest is the Afro-Asiatic, Arabic and Somali. They belong to the Afro-Asiatic language family. We have the Nilo-Saharan, Niger-Congo, Bantu, Khoisan, Indo-European, and Austronesian. So these language groups today they have, because of colonialism, Africa has a history of colonialism. So the languages, these are the native languages spoken, but still people speak European and other languages. For example, the African continent, the most widely spoken language is Arabic, actually. That's the most widely spoken language. Arabic is number 1, and then French number 2. French is the second most spoken language. The reason is because the French had lots of colonies in Africa than any other European country. And then the third one is English. But these are the local languages, the native languages are these ones which are here. So for me, for example, I speak English because Kenya was a British colony. and I speak what you call my native language. I come from the Kikuyu tribe of Kenya, which is found in the central part of Kenya. I can speak my native language, I can speak the national language Swahili, and I can speak English. Many people in African countries have this kind of orientation. They can speak 5 or 3 or 5 languages depending on where they come from. Next slide. So I touched a bit of geography. We have the world's largest desert. Everybody knows that, the Sahara. The largest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Victoria, and that's the source of the River Nile. It's in this lake is found in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. We have many islands, as I have mentioned. The world's longest river, the River Nile. Everybody knows that. We have rich wildlife. Everybody knows this. We have like, for example, if you come to Kenya, you get a very good safari experience, and we call that area the savannah. You know, the beautiful grass. Grass, wilderness full of shrubs and beautiful sunset and sunrise. We have beautiful white sandy beaches. You come to the Indian Ocean coast and to the Mediterranean Sea coast in North Africa and Eastern Africa, you get very beautiful white sandy beaches, good for holiday. The kind of climate we have tropical climate because you know the equator is through Africa and the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn to the south. So the climate there is totally different from Estonia. Like for me when I came here the first time I had a huge culture shock because the lowest degrees in my town is 13 degrees and that's our winter, that's the lowest. When I came here I was like -10, I was like oh my god I was freezing. We have an abundance of natural resources. Nigeria, where he comes from, has the 5th biggest oil reserves in the world. Botswana in Southern Africa has some of the world's largest diamond mines. Mali has some of the world's largest uranium mines. South Africa is the top 5 gold producer in the world. So these are just a few of the resources that are found in different parts of the continent. Yeah, and I talked a bit about the economies because people tend to think that African countries are poor. I don't know why, but this is the reason why I choose to talk a bit about the economy. And the biggest economy in terms of GDP, Nigeria is the biggest. Egypt number 2, South Africa number 3. Algeria number 4, Morocco number 5, Angola number 6, 7 Sudan, 8 Ethiopia, 9 Kenya, 10 Tanzania. If you look at some of those top countries, they have minerals that help them get this kind of revenue. South Africa, I've said about gold, and Nigeria has some of the world's best oil reserves. The last slide, I touched a bit some of the biggest cities we have. The biggest city is Lagos, Nigeria. It has around, I think, 11.7 million people. I don't know whether you can see. That's the biggest city. We have other bigger cities like in Egypt, in Cairo, it's big. In Alexandria, in Egypt, it's also big. We have Abidjan in Cote d'Ivoire, in Ivory Coast. Where I come from, Nairobi, is big. In South Africa, Johannesburg and Cape Town are big. So you see, the population is like, in Nairobi, we have 4 million people living there. In Cape Town, we have around 3.5 million people living there. So you can see the population of the continent is 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion is the whole population of the African continent. So that is what I thought about sharing with you today, this evening. And I don't know whether we'll get 1 or 2 minutes for very few questions, so maybe we have run out of time. I don't know, the presenters? No questions? Okay, thank you so much for listening and hope you enjoyed the evening. Thank you.
Hello everybody. Now we have listened to some few lectures and we want some people to say some things that they have learned. For example, can anybody tell us what you know about Africa? Who is bold enough to come out and tell us what they know about Africa based on what we have been taught today? Anyone?
Okay, but have anyone who's here been to Africa? Oh, right. I myself never been to Africa, but I really want to, especially the safari. Have anyone here had the safari in Africa? Yes, I want to know like how good it is, and I want to just hear your experience when you had safari in Africa. Anyone? Okay. Can you please come here and tell us how was the experience? Thank you very much, and please introduce yourself.
I actually was not prepared to come here and give a talk, but then I must say that just 2 weeks ago I was in Tanzania and I also had to give a talk, so suddenly, like here. So I slowly get used to sudden moments in my life. But I was in Tanzania with my family, with my 2 kids and husband. And I thought that when we are already there, we must show them also the wildlife. And so it was the first wildlife experience for them. I guess we saw thousands of animals, all that we could imagine and many that we couldn't imagine. So we were quite happy to see it. Is it enough?
Okay. Is there, have any of you went to South Africa? I mean, when you go to Africa, did you go to this Johannesburg, Cape Town, or did you prefer to go to Kilimanjaro, do hiking? So I want to know, please, you who wear the dark shirt, just tell us your experience.
I have been to Marrakesh, Morocco. So it's in the northwestern part of Africa, and it was nice and amazing. And since you said that I'm dark, I have a joke about it. I was in Italy at that time, and I'm an academician, so I visit mostly for conferences. And when I was visiting there, my Italian friends, they said, be careful, you're going to Marrakesh, and it's in Morocco, and there will be like market and things like that, and you will be chased for money, or like, you have to buy this, you have to buy this. And I told them, my protection is my skin color. And if you are white, you are considered rich. And if you are brown skin, even though if you are rich, you'll not be considered rich. And that's my protection. And I went there and I found 2 more Indians who were there in the conference. I was going around in the city with them and nobody chased me. And I was safe. So it's a joke. So, but yes, it was a very nice experience and I really liked it. And it was something new. I went to the Atlas Mountain as well, which is, I don't know, it's an African most highest mountain, or I don't know, at least for Marrakesh. Is it working? Yeah. So, like, the temperature in Marrakesh was around 30 plus. But as we moved along the Atlas Mountain, we can see snow. So it was quite a change and very beautiful. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was an interesting experience, and let me tell you, I think this case not only happened in Africa, I think you will also find this kind of situation in Asia. In my country as well, it has happened to be like that. Yeah, and but it was really a nice experience. Thank you. All right. Do you have any question?
Yeah, I just want to say that based on so many people raise up their hand. I want to know: do you have a pleasant experience in Africa? A pleasant experience.
Pleasant.
Like a pleasant experience in Africa when you went. Wow. So I will just say that bottom line: when you go to Africa, don't be careful in Africa. Because I had a joke like there is this guy that used to do a 1 minute joke. Is it Jeff or something? So he was kind of like making a joke that when he wanted to go to Africa, he decided to go with his sister, and his mom called him and said, "Be careful in Africa." So he went to Africa. He discovered that there is nothing to be careful for in Africa. So that was why he made a video like, "Don't be careful in Africa." Africa is just like any other country of the world. Africa is safe to go. I am from Africa. We are Africans, and like we are looking great, isn't it? So don't worry. You can go to Africa and have a nice time in Africa. I can guarantee you. So there is nobody that is chasing you or something. We have this thing in Africa. We respect people so much. We have this respect. It's in our language. It's in every aspect of our life. We have this thing like respect. For example, I will give you I came from Nigeria. We have 3 major tribes in Nigeria, which is Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Yoruba tribe that I came from, we have a lot of, enormous respect, statement and everything. For example, if somebody is older than me, there is a way I can speak with a person. In fact, I cannot just speak to an elderly person like facing the person eyeball to eyeball. I have to kind of like, bow, and sometimes I have to prostrate and all those things. For example, I will just teach you a little bit about my language that deals with respect. Now, if I want to talk to a person in my age group, like I want to greet you that good morning. In Yoruba, good morning means karo. Can somebody say that? Karo.
Karo.
It's not karo. Do you know this do re mi? You know that if you use keyboard, yeah. I said karo. Karo means karo, that is ka. That is raw. That is. Now, can you say it? Karo.
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 Karo. Did I say that?
Yeah, Karo. Yeah, now she got it. So that is if I'm speaking with somebody in my age group. Now, if I want to speak with somebody that's older than me, I have to put this alphabet called E. E is like when you write letter E, like elephant. Then it has a dot under. So you will say Karo.
Karo.
Karo. You understand? So if I want to speak with an elderly person, I have to put that E. But if it is my mate, I can say Karo. That is good morning. Then Karo is still good morning, but for an elderly person.
Oh, by the way, my name is Eka.
Yeah. So her name is like good morning in Nigeria.
Alright, actually maybe it's completely irrelevant, but I'm from Indonesia and I'm from Java. I'm Javanese, and we have a similar thing as well. Maybe if I can see the language structure here in my country and in the West continent, they have grammatical rules, so many kind of this rule, but we are having simpler languages, but we have different level of languages. It's one languages, but different level. So we have 3 verbs, we have 3 kind of nouns. It's intended to talk to for people who's younger than you, same age than you, and then older than you. They are like different levels. So it's kind of interesting that it's similar. And I think I read something as well that there's a Japanese trace in Madagascar island. It's so interesting that it's a long way from Java to Madagascar, and they found this inscription. All right, let's proceed. Let's wait no more for the next. We are gonna have this very special dance performance by Kuku dancers. So
hello everybody. We will present you some nice moves from Estonia. I hope they will warm up your hearts.
very northern.
Are you ready?
somebody wants to join the dance, you're welcome. They are professionals of that.
Okay.
Well, join in.
Actually, I can tell you about these songs also, because these are not Estonians, actually. Actually, all these rhythms that we have played so far, they are from Guinea. And the first one was Fefo. Second one was Makro. This is usually played for young people when they start to communicate with other more closely, like boys and girls. It's Makro. The third one, this one that we performed without dancers, is called Korajuga, also from Guinea. And this is more like a clowns or jesters dance.
Okay. So if anyone, can we just come here if we want to join to dance? Because the last one was like really, really upbeat, and then maybe some people like really want to dance it, but they're sitting all. And if anyone, please come here and just dance together, okay? Come on!
The last song will be Tansole. Tansole is from Mali, and I hope you will like it also. Because
Come on, join in.
you that you need a lot of energy to do some African, dancing. So
I imagine if it's in Africa, it would be full of sweat,
Yeah. Because of in Africa, you don't need a sauna. Yeah. You need to really come to Africa. You have free sauna. I promise you. All right. So now the next thing we are going to be doing is, first of all, I want to ask, do you like my dressing? I'm blushing. Okay, thank you so much. So what happened is I'm going to be calling on every one of us, the Africans that have this kind of African clothes. So we are going to tell you the materials they are made from and the styles that we are wearing, so that you will know the type of dress we are wearing. But before I call on people to come, I just remember something. It's like a joke. I met someone. Someone was actually asking me about the event online, and the person was like, okay, are you going to wear your costume? At first, I don't really know how to answer because
actually that's the main highlight, because I want to see you how they dress.
So actually, it's but I remember when we were trying to put the main highlight on the online. What we could find to relate with the dressing is costume, actually. So, but for me, it is clothes, the normal clothing like everyone is wearing.
So you are going to school like that?
Yeah, in Africa we go to
Or you
go to school like
only
this.
wear it in special occasions?
No, the normal way we dress.
Oh, okay.
Of course, if this weather doesn't require that I wear 20 jackets together, this is how I'm going to be dressing on the street. You understand? So it's not as if I'm a clown or something, but this is the normal way.
So interesting. Like, I imagine I come to Nigeria.
So come to Africa, you will see a lot of interesting things. So now I want to call on everyone that has African clothes to come out, please. Josh, please come out. Don't be shy.
Come on.
Thank you so
Okay, that one is the coolest African
This music, it has a way we dance it. It has a dancing style. Don't worry, I will teach you later. You really want to know? I was tempted. Don't worry. Later you will really enjoy Afrobeat and you will dance.
So stay here.
Yeah. So now, right now, we are going to be telling you the style and some that remember the materials. Then we are going to be telling you about it.
Can you tell them first, like, who's each costume origin to? Because you just had the lecture, and then you see that there's so many count in your regions. Yeah.
Majorly, this one I'm wearing. We will say everything. Well,
okay.
Should we start from here or from here?
Okay, this is dashiki, and it's the material, we call it Angelina. That's the name of the material. It's a very common African print, and we wear it in, I think, across West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. I'm from Ghana. Nigeria, Sierra Leone, even Togo, and yeah, Benin Republic. They all wear this. Okay, this one is in the northern part of Ghana. We wear this. A lot of Nigerians also wear this. Now, you see, I'm pulling it to my front, and it has a meaning. I come in peace. Now, if I should turn this to the side, I'm a chief. I mean, to the right side. To the right side, I'm a chief. If I should come and it's behind, I come for war. So when you see me dressed this way and then it's showing to the back, please just find a place and hide.
Please, you can cut it. So we are safe now. All right. This style is called Agbada. Can somebody say Agbada? Yeah, I told you about this do re mi, so you have to put it into consideration. So Agbada. It is re mi mi. You know, mi is up, re is flat, so it is re mi mi. That is Agbada. Yeah. So that's what is called. So in English, they call this I don't know if I know, embroidery or something. Yeah. So we usually have this kind of style. This is actually representing the fact that I'm from Nigeria. You know, our flag is green, white, green. So that's why you see green embroidery on white agbada. And this material that we use is called atiku. That's the name of the material. It is atiku. Actually, atiku is the name of one of our vice presidents in Nigeria, former vice president, and this is the kind of material he usually uses. You know, this thing like we pick things from people, you know, that we see our role model or something like that. So that was how everybody started wearing atiku, because he was the vice president. So now I wear this, I'm feeling like the vice president of Nigeria. You know, it's something good. So that is what I'm wearing. And then this is, this can be long, but I have both the long and the short. But I'm wearing the short one. It can be long also. So it's actually, should I have this? I'm sure it's okay. Thank you.
Uhasonaga ma tea mida ma panen selja, aga ma tellisin see e-base'ist ja see tuli kuskilt, aga noh, juba seljas ja tundub normaalne. Vahemaad ma proovin olla nagu noh, head sõbradega, no aafriklastega, et noh, pole midagi, ma ei tea, mis materjal see on, aga what is the name of this one? Okay, ma ei ole kindel, kui see on Angelina, aga noh, ühesõnaga, me oleme õhte nagu.
Hello all. My own style of attire is native to West Africa, mostly northern part of West Africa. We call it kaftan. And then the material is aba. It's a mixture of cotton and nylon. And this cap was knitted in northeastern part of my country, Nigeria. This is handmade.
Hi everyone, it's a nice thing to be here. I can see we are looking so beautiful. What I'm putting on is a modern day senator design in Nigeria. Most of us from Nigeria. Politicians, yeah, this politician. So this is just cotton from cotton. So when you make this, you could either add any cotton with a diamond or something like this. You could see how it is. So that's thank you.
Alright, so I was hiding this actually. I wanted to show you some more materials. This material, I want you to feel it. It is called Ankara. This is Ankara material. You can feel them. So that's so we have different qualities of those materials. So these are part of the highest materials that we have. So you can check them and see how it looks like. Yeah. So thank you very much. So you can go and sit down.
Okay, we will have a dance lecture, I promise you.
Right now we are going to enjoy some African music.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna have
after that, you know, there is something that we used to say that when it is time, when it is the next item on the list, usually food is usually item number 7. So we first of all need to burn some calories before we renew our calorie, you understand? So we are going to be dancing to some Afro beat music right now, and then later we are going to introduce the food that we have, and we are going to explore Africa. Thank you so much. So DJ, let's have you on the
Look into my eyes, see pain and sacrifice. What goes on my mind? Trying to survive.